it is,
Oh, we're not live yet.
oh, it's not,
7 o'clock.
oh, I had to wait 2
Oh.
more minutes,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
We're being recorded though.
Yeah, but you
Yes,
know, if
okay.
somebody comes,
Yeah, you can't start it.
yeah, that started on the, you know, at or after the designated time.
Did you have a chance to drive down the road?
Yeah, right. No, I had a Tuesday meeting, Wednesday meeting, and then this morning a meeting, and tonight I've had no time.
Let me see, Gina, I think I have you in my phone. Let me.
All right, now it's 7 o'clock.
Go for it.
Woodstock Conservation Commission Development Review Committee Special Meeting called to order. I'm Jean Pillow. I chair this committee. And Lee,
Lee Wessler's here.
and the audience includes Ray Morgan. And
Okay.
on the phone is Pam Morgan.
And Crystal Adams.
What?
Is Crystal Adams online?
No, she's at the open space meeting.
Oh, okay.
So the purpose of this meeting is to discuss a, did she go away? Oh, no, I lost Pam. Pam's not on the line, so that.
No, she's
No,
not.
she's not
She's not
here.
here.
This computer's on and I'm on, but she's not present, so. Yes. She got dropped. Lee, you might have to let her in.
Let's see her knocking. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm not the Zoom master here.
You should be the host, and I
Nah.
asked Crystal to be the co-host.
Yeah, because it's sign in. I have sign in.
That camera's looking at me,
Yes.
and my camera's looking at me. Pam's the only one not here, so she has to be let in.
Yeah, I can't do it.
She may be a co-host, so I should be able to let her in if she can call back in.
Does yours say sign in at the top?
No, I
Okay.
just put in participants and I can see that I'm the
Okay.
co-host.
Yeah. So you're the host. So mine is asking for a sign in and a password for me to become a host here.
I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, so I took the agenda and I converted it into an outline. Pam's now trying to come in. Okay. Here she's back. I set up the agenda into an outline for the meeting minutes and I copied and pasted the pertinent parts of the scenic road ordinance into the document already, so we could discuss what it is that the scenic road ordinance actually says. So no road which has been designated a scenic road under this ordinance shall be altered or improved including but not limited to widening the right-of-way or the travel portion of the road, paving, changes in grade, removal of stone bridges, straightening, removal of stone walls, removal of mature trees except for good cause determined by the planning commission. Prior to the planning commission approving any alterations or improvement of a road designated as a scenic road under this ordinance, planning commission shall schedule a public hearing on proposed alteration or improvement. The planning commission shall notify the selectmen, the highway supervisor, and owners of lot frontage abutting the highway or portion of the highway designated as a scenic road of the proposed future alterations, improvements, and shall state the reasons for any such improved alterations or improvements in its minutes. So, any work that was done on Quarry Road by anyone other than the town highway department, any unpermitted work is a violation of the ordinance.
And this is in the plan of open space and
No,
conservation.
this is the actual ordinance. This is section
Okay.
4, part 4 of the.
And the ordinance is located in
Town accident special action ordinance.
town of Woodstock.
Right, town
Okay.
of Woodstock, right. So, I drove down Quarry Road from from New Sweden Road to Sweetown Road. And it was very apparent to me that there has been disturbance in the road under a section of the road. And I had, for different purposes, driven on Quarry Road in the past. And I know that the road was not in great condition. It's maintained well up to Ray and Pam's driveway, and after that, it's in really rough condition. And then when you get to the bend in the road where the former town property that was given to Wyndham Land Trust is, then that's the Pomfret border, and there's a sharp bend to the right when you're heading west, and that's where the disturbance starts. And the disturbance, it goes from that corner. I didn't go into Pomfret, so I can't say if there's anything else, up to a new driveway that was created for a parcel that is owned by Brian Sheldon. And the disturbance was grading the road. It was removing all the brush along the shoulders of the road. I don't know if, I believe you have evidence, there are large trees taken down, so let's review that evidence.
This is from the town website. This is exactly everything you're reading from. Then exactly have the pictures of the trees being pulled, the trees being pulled back down. In the back. And that package I given you was given to the Board of Selectmen, also the Multi Commission, now you. Just so they have it for their file.
Is it possible for you to send us a digital copy of?
Oh, yes, yes.
So-
All
Right, so these are large trees.
Mhm.
Is this the roadbed?
Yes, yeah, that's the road. This is drive on one, these are pushed over. And
How do you do that?
The equipment, this you don't have to be, that is the Pomfret side, but he Pomfret's all over him on that.
This one here, it was,
That was-
that's a big tree. The road is here and it looks like a landing that's been created over
I
there.
gave it to you right there. This was the old road. Oh, this is all, Wyndham Land Trust. You know, he just cleaned it right off.
And do you know when the land trust gave him permission to go in there? That's not on Brian Sheldon's
No,
property. That's
no.
on the opposite side of the road.
You can actually.
So where- I don't understand. He went into the land trust and clear cut?
No. I can't speak because if I say anything, it'll be all yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, how would what would be done to look at what we're looking at?
That two sides that are affected by that. Gonna be Pomfret and Wyndham.
Is this the road
The
here?
road is over on this side of the tree.
Oh, my God. So that's the clearance.
It's wide open.
right,
That's,
but that's,
Wow. Wait, so I guess
that's not
that's
part of the
Wyndham-
scenic road
yeah,
ordinance,
yeah,
that's
that's
Wyndham
Wyndham
Land Trust,
Land
they
Trust.
violated.
Yeah,
the
holy
Wyndham
cow.
Land Trust.
Okay.
So
that's-
there was,
We did that with a
Okay.
bulldozer.
those trees are no longer, there. When I went by, they were all cleared up, cleaned up.
Well, yeah, right here, this, dragging off the road.
Oh, he brought in a
That's fine,
skidder.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I come home and drag him up the road with the leaves that have.
So was that clearing he made, a staging area? What did, so what did he do with the stumps? Oh,
You know, and what he does on his property is what he does. And
Right.
You know, what do you think? What the concern I had is you guys have a Boston ordinance. Nobody enforces, not one person can say, oh yeah, go ahead, cut them down, go ahead and do that. That's what he said. He said, the one man said, it's okay, because the town said, no, the town said, it's okay. No one person should just follow.
I
the
think that
procedure. That's
when he
what I-
says the town, because it's a scenic road, it's very clear, he has to file a permit with planning and zoning. And that was the violation he did, I mean, I live on the scenic road.
that's my- That I always know I don't lose my canopy, you lost your canopy at the back end of
Right.
that road. It was beautiful. You can come off an asphalt road, it'd be 5 degrees cooler once you hit that canopy. You don't have it.
Yeah. Well,
And what's
it's,
done
it's
is
a,
done.
it's a major disturbance and it's a clear violation of the ordinance because there was no special permit applied for. And, I mean, any road in town, if somebody took it upon themselves, I want to improve the road. I mean, that's not their jurisdiction. The road belongs to the town and it's the highway department's job to maintain the
Yes.
roads.
Yes.
And it's very confusing as, I mean, I understand the road was in poor travel condition. But there's a process one follows and this
Correct.
process was not followed.
Correct. Yes.
So it's very clear there's a violation.
Mhm.
He took down big trees, he regraded the road, he cleared out brush along the sides of the road, made changes to the town right of way through the removal of the brush. And I don't know if any of the swales were filled. I know what it looks like now. I can't, because the Mount Laurel was there
Mhm.
before, I can't speak to what the condition was before. But this is a clear violation. So now we come on to part 2, review of open space and conservation scenic road section. And I went back to our plan of open space and conservation. And on page 33 of the original document, no, this is the amended version, 2003. It's under aesthetics, historic and recreation resources recommendations, part 2. And one of the bullets says, I lost it. I know it's right here. Oh, sorry, section 1, the last bullet, to empower Woodstock's Planning and Zoning Commission review all development along scenic roads to maintain our rural character. So this was, again, not compatible with our plan of open space and conservation because it is the Planning and Zoning Commission to oversee any changes on scenic roads. So I'll type that in my notes later. So discussion, this is definitely a violation, reported to me to be by Brian Sheldon, a local landowner, who purchased the land adjacent to the Wyndham Land Trust property. And the next one's Sarah. Okay, Sarah, do you? right, is this Sarah Diorio? Is Sarah Diorio's property?
Yeah.
So,
They've all-
so, from that corner where Quarry Road and Sweet Town Road, it changes the town border. From there to the new driveway has been a major disturbance, and a driveway was put in without a permit. That is the violation of the scenic road ordinance. And it's not like you could put the trees back. The difficult part is that the ordinance doesn't have any penalty in it.
What I find with instead of just, maybe you can make it clean, but come back in for all, maybe you can make it backwards. Or at least don't make it look like, wherever you pull out is filled with rock.
Right.
It's like a lawn.
Right.
We can dress it back. We
Yeah.
just need to dress it back.
Yeah, he cut trees, which is not allowed under either the town ordinance or the WCC recommendations. So I know, but all we can say is what he did was,
Well, at this
Not
point, there's a
consistent with-
cease and desist
Yes.
that's been issued by the
Yes.
land use office.
yes,
And he was, last I was informed, he was sent the documents to file for an application for activity on the scenic road. And I have not heard that any application's been submitted yet.
oh, well, that's not our, we'll give our recommendations.
And
It's not for us.
That don't even-
You drive
I
through
do
that.
that every week after work.
You have a high axle vehicle, because there's that one section. I was like, okay, I gotta get around this rock that's a foot high in the middle of the road, and when there's a puddle, you can't, it could be like 40 feet deep, you can't tell. It's just- Anyway, that's what we call rural character. So I'm gonna just try to take some notes here. Okay. Can you see what I'm typing?
Mhm.
Um,
Rodel.
So what I wrote today is the scenic road ordinance was violated. Work was conducted on both shoulders of the road from the Pomfret town line to a new driveway. New driveway was installed without a permit. Does that summarize? And
You got to do- Once you find it,
right,
Yeah, that add the trees. You have to add the tree,
photos presented by Ray Morgan showed large trees in the town right of way were removed.
I don't know. I'm all In the right of way, I know it's wrong, it's a requirement, and he violated every one of them. I see where they want them like 20 feet, they want them like, what is a town right of way? 'Cause that's
It
something-
varies.
Yeah, it does vary.
It varies. Right. So, Ray, do you know if, I mean, I could not tell if there was a stone wall on the Wyndham Land Trust side of the property that was so disturbed.
There's no real one school, I know a couple of them we had up, but the most part of the road was still, they stacked. It wasn't just stone wall.
Well, I did see evidence of some
Yeah,
stone
there
walls
is.
on the north side,
Yeah,
but did he, in the case of the stone wall along the road, did he put in a barway for his driveway, or was there one existing? Yeah. And the shoulder was filled in. So in terms of recommendations,
Well, I mean, at this point,
you know,
trees should be replaced.
well, I'm thinking this cease and desist must remain in place until a special permit
Well,
is granted.
that's not a conservation commission thing to do. That, the selectmen are aware of that.
No, it's planning and zoning.
The planning is,
It's planning and zoning
Okay.
has oversight of the scenic roads.
oh,
And the town highway department has oversight of the road bed.
Okay.
So, I mean, I've been to a number of those public hearings on
Okay,
scenic
okay.
roads.
good. So that's a
So,
good recommendation then.
Again,
Yeah, yeah.
How he left it.
Did he remove stone walls?
No.
Okay,
what he did
just-
was big, and it's funny, you can't put dig in the ground without getting spray, we'll call it 4-year-old. So when that tree went down, it kicked up all the rocks. So now you got a big old-
Right, so,
Clean
clean,
that up.
yeah,
Like I
clean,
said,
you know. Yeah, yeah.
It's like.
Right. Replace the tree, replace the down trees, remove the excess stone. No, I mean, he'll just put new, saplings. Yeah. Yeah, right. That's what we would tell, Eversource to do.
thing is, the ordinance doesn't say we can make them do that.
No, that's our
Well, our
recommendation.
recommendation is to have them replant.
Right, replant
vegetation to be
trees,
removed,
remove the
because
stones.
if there was, the vegetated swale, if there was one, is no longer vegetated. It's raw dirt. It's really ripe for erosion,
Yes,
you
yes.
know.
I did. That would have been a 40-foot road going right through there.
40-foot road
Yeah,
going.
what he did was open the road up so we get telephone poles. So you pick it up off the park, they come in 4 posts, he got
So its intent was to
Yeah,
have
yeah,
the
yeah.
utilities come in from the Pomfret end of the,
First pole, we dropped the bucket. Out, everything down the road. Then again, you tell you drop the bucket, clean that out. And then get permission from the town, but remember, Pomfret gave up that whole section of that road. That's why they're upset that he dropped the bucket on the road, but I don't know what they're doing. I know
Mhm.
they're not happy either. And to get power is no problem. I don't have, what he does with land, what he does is no problem. I just want it under supervision.
Right, yeah, no, right.
No supervision.
But then, we can't,
No.
we have nothing to do with the Pomfret. We can take care of the wood stuff. So. Yeah, yeah, we've dealt with this on pulpit and. I mean, Yeah.
Who has to go? Selectmen. That's pretty. Maintain the cease and desist.
Hmm?
Um, the highway department should be involved in assessing the condition of the roadbed and roadside swales and damages that were done.
Mhm.
I mean, they should be, that there's road standards even for dirt roads, and if
Right,
that's not been,
yes, our recommendation. Absolutely. Guess roadbed is one word. Well, no, don't
No.
write that.
right? How do you want it?
No, just, the highway should inspect the roadbed and right away for adherence to road standards. It's not our purview to say who should, the guy should be fined for it. But I think roadbed is one.
Well, it's telling me that in I would. prove it.
Okay.
Goodness knows, I have a terrible speller.
Yes, me too. Trees.
Unvegetated. Let's say, as a person who inspected sediment erosion control violations, it's fairly critical to get that, roadside vegetated
Yes.
with fast growing grass.
Yes.
So, Now, I'm trying to remember, I'd have to look at my pictures on my phone. I don't recall seeing any swale, which conveys the stormwater.
Going down the, there's Scenic Road, where when you go down there, you have a culvert that goes road, so you have a, only on one side of the road, which is pointing, you know, it's really not. So, me, I was at the point, I walked the road, and I go, and I just, they're little ones, you know, but I don't know, one of them, I thought, almost pushed in and fell in, but you don't know them unless you know them there, that's how the water gets from one side of the road to the other. You know, they've been going through the road, never got there, you know, and that's what he just cut them all out, so he didn't get it. There is a lot of old culverts. I on that road.
So the highway department should, but would that be included into road standards, the drainage? Or is that a separate, comment?
Yeah, I'm seeing, looking at my pictures, and I will include them in my final report. I'm seeing that there doesn't seem to be any a swale, a vegetated swale along the roadway. There may not have been one before, but it's hard to tell because the road's been so disturbed. And that clearing just blows my mind. The one on the Wyndham Landress property.
And he cut down trees that had Wyndham Land Trust tags on them.
Did
Yeah.
they get them?
He cut down trees that had the Wyndham Land Trust sign on them, and then he picked them up and he moved them off the road a few days later.
So he removed the trees that had their border posted on it.
There was 2 of them that were down.
Did you guys make Wyndham Land Trust aware?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is, because the gentleman told one of the land trust. Remove the dead tree, and he told the town that one of the land trust, so he put his one on, but then when we got in the picture, we brought them both together.
And Gene, I'm not sure if you guys can do anything, but
Okay,
people said that he was a repeat offender, something about Bull Hill Road or Bull Road or
I am
Pulpit Rock.
that he has from a friend of mine who serves on the Conservation Commission in Thompson. I did hear of previous
Yeah.
wetlands violations.
But we're not a, we just give recommendations. We don't have any authority to do anything legally.
All right. No, that's fine. I appreciate you guys having a meeting and thank you for letting me zoom in.
Sure.
Conveyance. Well. There's a Nightingale Pond, is there? Yeah, well, there's a big wetland area called Nightingale. It's there, and there's a wetland also on the north side of the road. So there are wetlands there in the areas that have been disturbed, and so. Conveyance. I think one of the things we really should be talking about is in the future. I mean, I live on a scenic road. If I'm gonna do anything on my property, I know I have to go to the town. I have to get a special permit to do that. And if one person is allowed to violate with the ordinance without any repercussions, why can't everybody do it? I mean, then the ordinance has no meaning.
Right,
And
but
I was at the meetings where there was discussions on Pulpit Rock Road, with the highway department wanting to put down road millings on a section of the road, and they didn't have permission from a planning and zoning commission, and the town highway department has to go through a protocol to be able to work on a scenic road. They have to notify the planning and zoning. There's a whole protocol for everybody else. So we can't let this become,
right, but it's kind of, it's obvious. I mean, there's, I think it would be like demeaning for us to tell the Board of Selectmen do a better job.
it's not the Board of Selectmen, this was, it's their,
Well, how are you gonna phrase
This
it?
ordinance was put together in nineteen
But,
seventy-six.
I mean,
So it's not our board, it's not the current Board of Selectmen, it's just how it was written. And most people respected the ordinance. This is the first time we've had somebody so blatantly
Right,
disregard the ordinance.
right.
So
but, you know, what are you gonna do? We recommend people, that the ordinance is followed and enforced.
no, I think we need
I think
the town
Chandler-
should take a look at the ordinance and put in some kind of penalty for future, if there's
Oh,
any
okay, I gotcha.
violators in the
Okay,
future.
okay,
That's my point.
okay, gotcha. I don't think that much
Hopefully not
longer.
too long, because he probably hasn't had dinner from that.
No, I ate. I went early.
Okay,
Do you ever number?
I believe I do.
Okay.
I do. So we'll take care of that. We're pretty close. Not yet. They're all being recorded.
Crystal, did you finish the trail? Were you on that Sunday? Did you guys get?
That's not on the agenda, Lee. This is a special.
Oh,
meeting.
sorry. Just asking, Crystal. It was pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
So Dawn Adeleta's joined us, and Sue Blodgett's gonna join us too. You're welcome to sit
Wow.
in, if you have anything you want to say on this subject. The subject we're discussing tonight is the violation of the scenic road ordinance on Quarry Road. So we're going through what we've discussed so far is what the ordinance says, what the plan of open space and conservation says about scenic roads, which I'll just type that in later. And then I'm getting probably pictures from Pam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then we discussed the violation on the Willow Quarry Road, and I did drive the road, and I did see the road in its current condition, and I've driven the road in the past, and I have familiarity with the road looked like, and it's pretty obvious there was some major grading in the roadway. The vegetation on the right-of-way has been cleared. Ray has shared pictures with us that large trees were knocked down and skidded out. So there's no evidence of them. The whole thing with the stumps are gone. There's no vegetation. It's just bare soil that's been left behind. A driveway has been installed onto a property that didn't previously have a driveway, and you get a special permit for that. So there's been a lot of violations, and we're at the point right now where we know that the ordinance has been violated, and that's pretty obvious. And like I said, work was conducted on both shoulders of the road from the Palmer Town line to this new driveway. Ray shared that his intent was to widen the road so they could put in utility lines. But they cleared the property up that belonged to the Wyndham Land Trust. And it's pretty, if you look at the, it's pretty big
Blatant.
disturbance. I mean, like Ray said that there were, or Pam's on the line.
Yes.
Said that there were actually trees with the Wyndham Land Trust placard on it that said this is their boundary that were removed with the placard on them. And whether or not permission was granted is confusing. But if the permission doesn't come from Wyndham Land Trust, it doesn't come from the Board of Selectmen or the Highway Department, it comes from planning and zoning. And that's what we're sticking to, that the ordinance was violated. And so now what? So that's the hard part. So there's a cease and desist that's been issued by the land use office. And so that has to be maintained until a special permit is granted, if one's granted. The highway department should be inspecting the roadbed and right of way for adherence to road standards, because I'm sure there are road standards that the highway department has to follow. And if somebody else came along and started changing roads in town, that's not normal procedure. They need to get that roadside right away revegetated, because right now it's really subject to erosion. There's just no vegetation, it's all loose soil. And then I believe that there should be a penalty added into the ordinance for any future violations. But it's really critical, in my opinion, and Lee agrees with me, that if we let this go, the ordinance is going to have no teeth in the future, and nobody has to abide by it if one person doesn't have to abide by it. So it's a pretty serious matter. So do you have anything that you want to add? Have an open discussion.
Do we have to add the, replace the trees and, clear the loose stones?
I think that's gonna go, I mean, replacing the trees.
If it were, if it were Eversource, we tell them to replace the trees.
Mhm.
I think the highway department should work with the highway department on a revegetation plan. It shouldn't be our, it should be revegetated, and they should work with the highway department on the revegetation plan.
Yeah, but I would specifically recommend, the trees be replaced.
But I don't know how many trees were down. That's like, I couldn't
Well,
tell.
we have a picture of at least two of them. And then the gravel pile, the loose stone has to be removed. Right? You said there were piles. Yeah.
Well, he's since graded over that. It appears to be all soil at this point. So he probably went in and graded after last time we took it.
You had to get out of there quick. You popped it up, all the stone popped up, you flattened it and walked away. And you'd have walked the road.
I didn't walk the road, I
Yeah.
drove the road.
Yeah.
And I was looking out for potholes because
It's a water. But at least make it look good, there's nothing else to do about it.
Yeah. Minimize the impact, and that's,
I think
remove the
town
stone
looking
and-
at that too, and they had to tidy for that. I saw that same ordinance on legal thing that the town would use. The last paragraph was $90 a day. They fine whatever. Just give somebody a heads up, say, hey, don't clean the road.
Right, yeah.
I know I can't go on the road, and everybody knows you can't go on the road without a plow. You just can't do it.
Yep.
You're gonna get towed.
Mhm.
You know, no different.
Correct.
The only thing, I don't know if Ray could explain to you, P and Z didn't think that they had any control or they weren't responsible for issuing any permits. They mentioned that they had no control, it would be the inland wetlands, but I know in the ordinance it specified that P and Z needed to do
absolutely.
do the ordinance, so
Issue.
it if you include that, Gene, I think that language would help everybody also. I apologize if I missed that part.
Well, I did have it in, the ordinance on scenic roads.
Okay,
So it says the planning commission because there was no zoning at that time, but, it says it is the purview of planning and zoning, and they redid the, maintenance schedule with the town. I mean, there's a whole new section on it, on the town hall, but on the
Yeah.
website.
yeah, Dave, the chairman, and the rest of the board didn't feel, maybe they're new, they didn't feel that that was their
No, this is
position
very,
or,
very
I
clearly,
think now.
oh, I agree with you. I agree. I just telling you that, what they said.
Yeah. and it's real, there's a lot of regulations, and for, Dave, not to pick on Dave, he just took over as chair, so I don't think he's memorized how many.
Oh, no, it's not. It's, no, there's a lot. I agree with you. He did really well last meeting. I give him a lot of credit.
Ordinance update that you referenced, that was about, I think, 10 years ago. P&Z tried to determine what's allowed, what's not allowed, and then the gray area. Perhaps come to us, tell you.
Yes, I mean, I could reference that on the town hall website. I'll add that into my notes later when I type it up, proofread it. But yeah, there was a major update, and I have a copy of it on my computer. It's just not up on my screen right now. I'm trying to save myself time typing my notes as I'm doing this, but, so I want to end with a punch that we really feel that
You still need to
these violations should be treated seriously, because if it's forgiven, then the ordinance has no,
yeah, say that.
Mhm.
what did I just say?
No, it should be enforced as written to prevent future violations.
Is there anything in
No,
any of
not
our,
discourage future, to prevent future violations. I'm sorry, Pam, what were you saying?
oh, I was gonna ask you, is there any provision in any of our ordinance that say something is broken without a penalty, that the police chief has the right to order a fine? And I'm not sure.
There's no police chief.
First selectman.
The first selectman is
Oh, okay.
automatically the police chief.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to look to see what the first selectman in his power of his police chief in the job description. I don't know that. Again, I know that's his role, but I remember when you're going through the noise ordinance issue, and Delta was then, it's like, well, how do I enforce this kind of thing?
Okay. I do like that punch at the end, though. I thought that was really good.
When you gotta make it right, you can't do that, and go move on. I understand where it's coming from on that, but yeah, to arrest, that's why.
No, I don't think arrest,
No,
but
no, that's why
it's, that was not my
Yeah,
intent to imply arrested. But
So-
there's got to be,
Moving forward,
Oh, absolutely, yeah, no. Oh, you wrote that already.
yeah, but I didn't put in financial.
Don't- Just write penalties, they'll decide. But write in, you didn't write in the tree and removing the
I
gravel
said to replant the roadside,
and remove,
the aesthetic, how about replant the roadside to minimize the aesthetic impact.
excellent. That's great. Nice.
So I will review these after I get home and have my sense. Any other comments from the public?
I'm all set. Thank you.
Thanks, Pat.
Yeah, we're, to me, we've been pushing to preserve the scenic road ordinance in town. And whether it's the highway department and getting them to maintain the roads more appropriately, or, you know, people who violate the ordinance. I mean, I'm perfectly aware of where my right of way is and what's there, and which is nothing. So it's grass, but, you know, it's something that we all need to respect. It's, you know, you complete ignorance. I didn't know. There's no signage that says the quarry road, the scenic road on quarry road, but, and you don't go on land trust property, start cutting down trees.
And you don't lie about who okayed it. Yeah,
It was,
He said-
yeah,
he said the selectmen okayed it and the land trust. He, you know, he has a false. It's just a false.
well, can you show that in writing?
We can't. There's no, you know, he would have had to have gotten that right.
I mean, I've worked with land trusts. I can't even go on their property to do water quality
Yeah.
testing without a permit.
Right,
from
right.
them. So I mean,
Right. So there's nothing in writing. It didn't happen.
all right, so anything else to add? Or have we, you know, completed our,
Agenda.
review and,
Yes.
we'll
Thank you.
get this out to everybody. And, we'll bring it up at the next full meeting to make sure everybody's on board with this, but. All right,
Beautiful.
thank you, Pam, for.
Thank you.
Where the heck are you?
I'm in New Orleans at I was
God.
yeah, well, I'm the national director for drinking water for the state of Connecticut. So I'm here with National Rural Water Association.
And you're only drinking water there, I suspect, right?
That's all I'm drinking is
Just
water.
water. Stay out of the bars.
Oh no, nope. That's not we start tomorrow morning at 7 and they have us busy until 8 every night, and I usually just go to bed. Some of them
Yeah,
go
yeah.
out, but I
Yeah,
can't.
so that's what you keep telling Ray.
Oh no. Thanks. No, I can't function. It's a lot, and we're here now 8 days. So
Yes. This is part of the official minutes. So
thanks.
yeah, be careful, Pam.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good night. Thank you very much. Bye.
I can. I'm not signed in.
I just ended it from here, but it didn't have the ability to turn it off.
It says sign in. So I'm not-
You're still here. So
Oh, okay.
you're Crystal Adams.
Didn't know that.
Where's the end here?